I know someone said to play this before Case 3. Unfortunately, they said that after I already uploaded the first part of Case 3. So we're just going to keep playing Case 3. There's our actual save here. Assuming it's this. What are we doing? Been a while. What's the matter? I'm pretty sure this is the door the mayor directed us to, but it won't budge. That's peculiar. Give it to me. Nothing. Perhaps it has something to do with that mechanism to the side. Oh, that? I hadn't noticed that. Well, well, look who's come knocking on my door. Come on in, Argus. Eh? The door opened and there is... What? Oh. Detective Camille. That's me. Suddenly, Miss Lockhart's behavior today makes a lot of sense. Adriana's prosecuting this case. The same prosecutor from yesterday, yeah. She's been working us pretty hard, if you couldn't tell. She was not happy to have lost to you yesterday, especially in a fucking jaywalking case. I see. No, you really don't. Like, Jesus, I've been here at the crime scene since last night. I'm exhausted. At least I can get away with slacking off. I sure don't envy those guys who have to watch the other two suspects like hawks. What the hell? I know, that's the extent of Miss Lockhart's determination. But hey, you didn't come here to listen to me whine about my job. You're representing the cook later today, right? Of course. That's some false enthusiasm, I hear. No. Aha, I can't blame you. You've been pretty busy the last 2 days, I understand. Just get through this one case and you'll be free. Free for the rest of the year, I dare say. That sounds pretty appealing, actually. Great! Now just keep up that positive attitude. Oh, also... Who's your friend? Hi there. I'm Storm. Storm Send. Senta. Okay, I guess. Anyway, I'm guessing you'll be wanting this? Police report. Looks like a passport for some reason. Oh yes, thank you. I'll let you look around now. Let me know if you've got any questions. Now where to begin? You cost me $10 the other day. I thought you'd like to know. I did? How? I'm so sure the mayor was going to get convicted for that jaywalking. I made a bet with the chief. Why'd you have to do such a great job back there? You clearly care so much about our mayor. 11:30 p.m. Crime setting the Tim estate on fire. Simple enough. Red alert, there's gas here. I see that. Looks like it's empty. We're pretty sure that's the same canister used to cover the place in gas. It's not have any prints, but that could easily be explained. How? We're in a kitchen. Gloves are no short to buy here. True enough. I take it you found this thing lying down there. It barely moved from its original location. Good to know. Gas. Uh-oh. This place took some serious damage in places compared to the rest of the house. I'm not too concerned, honestly. The mayor should be able to get this place fixed up. Still, that burned cupboard up there is a very depressing sight. Makes me want to find out who did this all the more. Did I not tell you about how the smoke almost burst my lungs last night? That is a very depressing cupboard, though. And an oddly specific cupboard to have been burned. Hey, look. Have you found something? Yeah, look at the window. It's open. I noticed when we walked in. Good job, Argus. And you didn't report it to me? Yeah, the window's open. What about it? Isn't it obvious that your entire case is falling apart? The real culprit could have used the window to get in. Is that how it is? And I got 3 questions for you. Who? When? Evidence. Who did this? Why did they do this? And what proves they did this? I take it they didn't find any proof of it here, then. Alright, you win for now, Camille. Hey, who's that sneaking around out there? Sneaking around? Yeah, look. There's some suspicious man circling the house behind the trees. Oh, that's just the butler. Ah, the butler. What's he spying on us for? I don't think he even sees us. He's probably just gardening. Whatever he's doing, we'll have to remember to go out and talk to him later. Fair enough. Butler. Ouch, these chairs got burned pretty badly. Hold on, this is curious. What is? Are there tables and chairs here in the kitchen? So cook can have somewhere to leave the equipment and ingredients? What about the chairs? Are you thinking straight? Are you thinking straight? They're there so she can sit down. Objection. Aha! But there's 4 chairs in here. I've been told that only 2 people can enter this room, but what if there's secretly more? You're just overthinking this. I mean, that is a good question. Why are there chairs? But what if I'm not? Then I'll give you every bit of income I get from this case. Even that penny you picked up outside. Damn, he noticed. Sounds good to me. Nothing but burns. Lots of burns. Alright, Camille, what do you got to say? How's the investigation coming along? Been tough working throughout the night, but we've made progress. What do you want to know? Let's start with the damage done to the building. Good choice. Okay, have a look here. Oh yeah. What's this? I guess a map. Why, thank you, old friend. Yeah, this is the map of the house. You can see some parts are highlighted in red. Those areas are the rooms that have been damaged by fire. I almost want to laugh. I fired it so little we might as well base our plea on that at the trial. Rather aim for a complete acquittal, personally. You may notice that the kitchen is shaded more deeply than the rest. That's because this room is in a much worse state than the rest of the house. You can see that, but I wouldn't say this is the worst damage I've ever seen. You haven't been to the floor above, have you? I tell you, the ceiling could fall in on us at any moment. What? Don't worry, we'll just make a quick exit if we hear any noise. Actually, speaking of the 2nd floor... oh, thanks. Seems the fire spread up the stairs onto the 2nd floor, though not far. However, it did do some damage to the bedroom directly above us. Wait, isn't that the one I found Warren Guest sneaking around in? I found a bit of gasoline in that room, so that must have been the reason for the spread. Oh no. What are you doing in there? We've got some guys investigating up there as we speak, so I'll let you know if they find anything. Wait, isn't it the same room that could fall in on us? Oh, it'll be fine. What could go wrong? It'll be fine! I can already hear the ceiling crashing down on us. I'm not gonna die in here, so don't worry. I've also determined the kitchen to be where the fire was started. How'd you arrive to that conclusion? That's not too complicated. First thing is the fact that this room was more damaged than the others. Second is that the spread of the fire. Of course, the fire truck seemed to suggest this was the starting point. Makes sense, I suppose. Note onto the map for yourself. I've got spares. Sounds like the investigation's been going smoothly enough. Alright, kitchen door. What's wrong with that door, anyway? The kitchen door, you mean? Yeah, the one we just came through. I pulled and pushed as hard as I could, but it wouldn't budge. I also gave it a try. No luck for me either. It's pretty simple, really. The door was locked. That's it. Almost. See, getting access to this room requires a key card. Oh, like this one, for example. Basically, anyone who has that key card can unlock the door. Exactly. That should help narrow our suspects down quite a bit. Who has one of these key cards? The mayor and your client. What a surprise. I see. Perhaps somebody stole one of them. Very doubtful. For a start, we found the defendant's card in her pocket when we made the arrest. Also, the mayor gave us this one when we arrived at the crime scene. It was not very likely either of them got stolen. I wonder how badly my case will fall apart if I accuse the mayor. And the rest of the house. I was wondering if we could have a look around the rest of the house. I would allow it, but unfortunately the prosecutor doesn't want that. We can't exactly have too many people running around this burned-down house anyway. Guess that makes sense. What about the dining room, at least? That's where I was when the fire started. We're still investigating that one, sorry. Looks like you got hit kind of bad, though. You're lucky you got out of there. You should see the candles right now. What's wrong with them? Well, what normally happens to candles after a while? The fire melted them into puddles of wax. Wow. If there were candles involved, could it be that they were used to start the fire? They were not. You never know, though. Okay, you've convinced me well enough to take note of them. Make sure to turn the entire case around with them. You know me, of course I will. Did you turn an entire case around with candles, Storm? In Acquittal? Feel free to look around the rest of the first floor. Well, there's not much to see here. The lounge only suffered very minor burns near the entrance, though, so you can go in there. The porch was untouched as well, so I can say you were allowed to leave. Good to know we haven't unknowingly stepped into a prison. Okay. Cook set fire to the house in this room, huh? This is where the fire started, so yeah. This is quite a serious claim you're making, Detective. I don't know about the defendant, but I was always told not to play with fire. Why? Why did they always have to tell you this? Well, it was a long time ago. I've changed. A gas can was just left discarded there on the floor. Be very careful not to touch it excessively. Something on your mind? I was just wondering, if we assume Cook is innocent, how this thing could have gotten in here. I think a bright red can like this would stick out to anyone. Now that you mention it, it would be pretty hard to conceal it. It's not that big, but of the same kind, it is pretty strikingly red. It's another thing we'll have to figure out later. Okay. Hey, don't overload me! You can't be looking at everything in your pocket right now. Sorry. There are a few things I really want to hear about right now. You're asking about the strange things that happened here. Got a case for you, Detective Camille. You can't be serious! Last thing I need after this case is another one on top of it. It's related to this one, don't worry. Shoot then. What's the case? So you know I was invited to the mayor's house for dinner, right? The dinner never arrived. Wondering if you'd found any food trolleys around the place, by any chance. It's outside. Wait, it's where now? Stick your head out. It's right outside, right around the corner. Impossible. Wait, it actually is there! With the soup and all! Case closed. Hope it pays well. What the hell? Where did you find it? Exactly where it is now. No way! Guess none of you noticed it or something. There's no way in hell that happened. It's cold. It's probably been here all night. But, that's my conclusion. Take it or leave it. You found your dinner right there outside the kitchen. How? Would you like to borrow my glasses, old friend? You be quiet. Alright. Hey, Camille, could you confirm something for me? Sure, what is it? My client tells me there was something wrong with the exhaust duct last night. If you found anything in relation to that? What's that? The exhaust duct? It seems to be working fine. That's strange. Okay, I didn't open up anything new to talk about. Leg. Leg? Leg. Thank you for that. Oh, that was good. So where'd you come from, Blondie? Never heard of me. I'm Storm Scent, the defense attorney from London. Oh, the defense attorney, huh? You're that full of yourself? No, I'm actually the only one there. It's a long story. The most stupid thing Wait a minute, you're that Storm Scent? The one and only. At least I doubt many people share my name. Hey, you! Argus! Yeah? What's a celebrity like him doing, following you around? That's another long story. Oh, Lord. What else can we talk about? Cost me $10 the other day. I thought you'd like to know. I did? How? Oh. It's tough working for her. And I feel oddly compelled to. Not quite sure why, but... Hope she didn't work you too hard. Oh. You want to talk about yourself? Mayor? Oh, wait. Butler? Oh, we're testifying at the trial today. Oh, that's never good. Where is he? Yeah, good question. I'm sure he'll turn up at the trial when we need him. Fine, I'll go look for him myself. I heard these two were here at the house last night. Yeah, I spoke with them both before the fire. They're more friendly than they are now. Not gonna want to deal with them, am I? You'll be fine. They just keep giving me a cold glare whenever I pass by. Fair enough. This is quite a serious claim you're making, Detective. I don't know about the defendant, but I was always told not to play with fire. Oh, no, yeah. Okay, at least that's something. Hey, Detective, know anything about the mayor's childhood? You're very mean, man. Haven't I told you I don't even remember my own childhood? Wow, that must really suck. Listen, I know little enough about myself. Forget about the mayor. Let me get my own memories back, and I'll tell you about other people's pasts. Sorry. I actually feel kind of bad worrying people again like that. Alright, I think we're done here. Oh, this room looks nice. Not quite as grand as I expected, but it's nice enough. Where are the burns? My ears. Are you trying to make me deaf, young man? You're still here? Unfortunately. You, what's happening? Why are we being kept here, as if we're the culprits? Don't yell at me, yell at the prosecutor. John is making them stay here. Hello, Storm sensed the name. How are you two this fine day? Frustrated. Bored. Regretting every life decision that led up to this day. What a warm, positive, not dramatic atmosphere. You know what I'm gonna ask, Warren? What's that? Where were you when the fire started? Alright. That. I know what it looks like, but I can tell you it's not that. Just needed to use the bathroom. For that long? Hey, I got out by the time the fire started. Fortunately, the fire got me kind of bad. You look alright to me. The way the story is right. He's not budging, though. Oh wow, we got a bunch of other stuff we can ask about. What's that? What is that? What is that? Nobody helps me. Hey Warren, you know that photograph in that room? Get down about what went on there, will ya? I know, I just wanted to know. I just want to know if you know anything about it. You're being really vague about which photograph we're talking about here. But no, I have nothing to say to you about that room. Damn. How about you, Honor? I haven't a clue what you've been talking about. I'm just going to go now. More damn. There's gotta be someone who can tell me about this. Nice statue out there in the hall, huh? One that got mugged, eh? It is very nice. We should get one for ourselves. As long as you don't pay with my pension. Leg. How's your leg today? It's as fine as it's always been. Why? I just figured a wooden leg like that wouldn't hold so well in the middle of a fire. Well, it's fine. Just asking. Alright. Oh my god. I just clicked something I wasn't supposed to. Let's get a photograph of the garden. These are still pretty comfy. Actually, you know what? We're done with you. Ooh, my feet. What? What? I stepped on something. In the floor? The floor is becoming slimy and sticky in places. I must say I'm very concerned for this house. Yes, fires are minor, silly things in comparison. Yes, fires are minor, silly things in comparison. I agree. I think I see what you're talking about. What is this? There's a few really small puddles here. Nice this smell. It's gasoline. The arsonist must try to burn this room too, then. Fire didn't end up spreading here, evidently. But I might as well take note of this. What happened then? Anyway, let's get out of here. God, we have all this shit. Maybe a weak point in our case, I gotta say. Really appreciate this window being open. Do you like your cases getting torn apart? Well, when you put it like that, it does seem pretty bad for me. On the other hand, it lets some fresh air in here, which is exactly what I need. It's just a little cold, but what spring morning isn't? How's the map? Thanks for the map. No problem. You seem like the kind of guy who would get lost around here. And just what do you mean by that? You're not wrong, but you're sure Cook and the mayor are the only ones who can get in here. It does seem unusual the butler at least doesn't have access, don't you think? Butler can't cook. He told me. You could be lying just to explain this way. Mayor told me too. Oh, I see. Candles? We had to get the forensics guys to gather all those gloopy candles into a bunch of boxes. The way they all mixed together, that reminds me of paint. You mean there was paint in your past to be reminded of? It's not. You may be onto something. Would you mind coming down to my apartment so I can paint a picture of you? How long will I have to stand in one place? I'm not sure what that was a reference to. Oh, okay, you don't want to see the gasoline puddles. I feel like you might want to know, but okay. Alright, where are we going now? Let's go upstairs. Alright, boys, no going up there. The attorneys for the case. I don't care if you're the defense or the chief prosecutor. I can't let you up there. And then, if you let anyone else up there, the ceiling could come down on us. It's no use debating this. It's probably a little to our interest up there anyway. Let's look somewhere else. Alright, fine. Wait, what's this? There are little puddles on the stairs. Let me show you this. Have you noticed these tiny puddles around this place? Puddles? Where? They're kind of hard to see, but believe me, they're lying in wait for you to step on them. That's really not that big a deal, but yeah, they're there. Not a big deal. You're not the one who accidentally stepped in one. Okay, maybe that was one of the bigger ones, but my point stands. They're tiny. If I look really close, I think I can see a few. What about them? Nothing. Just wanted to know if you could see them. What's that? What is that? Oh. How'd someone like you get invited to the mayor's dinner? I'm a lawyer. I use my lawyerly ways. How proud you sound of that. Alright. I guess we'll leave. Can we find the butler? Garden. Go to the garden now. It's a hell of a garden. Seems pretty quiet out here. I wonder where the butler went. Maybe he went inside. This garden isn't exactly the most exciting place to be in. Oh, I hope not. I don't want to spend our short investigation time chasing this guy around the place. Hold on. I think I hear footsteps. Uh-oh. They would be mine. No, I still hear them. They're still walking. Yes, towards where I hear them. Are they getting any louder? Now that you mention it, no. This guy really isn't going smoothly. Are you having difficulty? Yeah! Don't sneak up on me like that. My sincere apologies, sir. I hope you aren't beyond recovery. Ah, there you are, sir. You've been turning this place upside down looking for you. Oh, thank you. If the house is already half burned, might as well tear it all down, I suppose. Hey, Mr. Butler, we were wondering if you know anything about the incident yesterday. I was still in the house, you know. I've got a few questions about that what happened last night. Would you hear us out? A bit busy at the moment, but that would be no trouble at all. Just let me continue my work as we talk. Is that alright? Sure thing. Ask away, then. Let's start with the obvious question, shall we? What might that be? Where were you last night? I was in the house, sir. Wow, thanks. Case closed. Where in the house? Oh, my apologies for the ambiguity, sir, but what time were we talking about exactly? I want to know where you were between sending me to the lounge and when the fire started. Ah, that. There's something wrong? I'm afraid the explanation may reveal information that the prosecutor wishes to keep a secret for now. How convenient. However, I suppose I can leak just a few details since you're curious. That would be excellent. Tell us everything you know. Ahem. Anyway, sir, after letting the mayor know of your presence, I had retired to my quarters for the night. Your what? His private room, Argus. He'd gone off to sleep. Right. Yes, it was right before the fire started when I'd gone in. It wasn't long before I realized the room next to mine was in flames. As I said, I'm not allowed to tell you much as of now, but I do hope that was sufficient. That's a good enough explanation, I guess. But enough about last night. Is there something else you wanted to ask me? Alright, what are you doing out here? Not exactly walking around out here. It's quite simple, sir. Police aren't allowing me into my quarters, or most of the house for that matter. However, this place is very important to me, you see. I've served here for a very long time. It's home to me as much as it is to Mr. Tim. I can't just walk away from it because a small group of policemen told me to. I see. Aside from that, I've also been tasked with confirming the damage to our assets. Your what? Your what? Checking how much the fire devalued the house. Ah, I see. This would be useful to know how exactly how much damage has been sustained. Why are you doing that out here, though? The detective's already given me a rough percentage of damages done to the house and furniture, so I'm here accounting for the damage done to the trees. The trees look fine to me. Oh, most of them are fine. It's just the trees near the kitchen window that got burned. Nice, I guess. What about the building? We'll be fine there, sir. Damage could have been much worse. By the way, I don't mean to intrude, but I would like to request a favor. We don't really have a lot of time. Oh, it's not much. I would just like you to deliver this account to Mr. Tim. I'm sure you can cram it into your schedule for today. Why, sure thing. Alright. After we use it as evidence, why? The first thing is that it isn't exactly out of our way, considering we'll be seeing him very soon. The second thing is that it's valuable evidence, just like everything else. Here hasn't permitted us to look at it, though. I'm sure he won't mind. So I want to find out the truth after all. If you say so. Anyway, seems like Adriana's covering over her work here, too. May need to take my questions elsewhere. Must I have assistance, sir? You did what you could, yeah. I see. It's kind of bad, but we gotta go. Maybe there is some way he can help. Just checking to see. Oh, it's gotta be this, doesn't it? The photograph. How long have you been serving the family again? Since I was young, sir. Though to give an exact answer, I'm afraid I'd fail. Not good enough. Just wondering if you knew anything about the mayor having a brother. Uh-oh. Browner, did you hear about that? Listen, I can explain. No need. Suppose I can share this story, but keep it down, all right? Have a deal. Not sure if I like the sound of that. Mayor's brother. Now then. The only one here. Just me, yeah. Oh, you. I'll have to request you go inside for a minute. What? I'm just as important here as Argus, though. Argus asked. Argus is a friend of the mayor. Argus is the lead attorney in this case. Above all, I don't want to tell this to more than one person. Please at least move out of earshot. I apologize for this treatment. Just do it, Storm. Sorry about this. Now, sir, that we are completely alone out here in the woods, I'll now share what I know about Vic and Truman Tim. Truman Tim? That was the name of Mr. Tim's older brother, of course. Truman Tim. Name does sound familiar, actually. It would be. It's not the most savory of names nowadays. Oh? Anyway, I recall being hired by Fergal and Melissa Tim, their parents, when they were very young. They got on well, the two of them. Played with each other outside as kids do. Or they did at first. Or they did at least. What was that? Nothing. Anyway, come to the adolescent years, and their relationship didn't change much. Both boys breezed through their exams and received their highest qualifications. It wasn't long before their grandfather decided it was time to tell them. I see. Yes, he told them about their family line, the importance of what lay ahead for them. Fergal was next to become mayor, of course, but after him would come one of the two boys. Now there's a sticking point here. Only one can become the mayor. You look shocked. Perhaps I should also add, the title by default goes to the oldest of the prior mayor's sons. That's how it works? It's family is sounding less like one of the mayors and more like a monarchy. Now, if you recall, I told you Truman was the brother of Victim, the older brother. What happened to him? 2001 came along. 2001, that was... You mean the war? I see you do know your recent history. That's right, in 2001, war broke out between America and several other countries. As influential figures of the area, Fergal and the grown-up Vic and Truman joined the war. As for me, I'd heard that my mother was sick at home, so I had to leave temporarily. Which meant I also couldn't assist the Tims at war. Lucky. So I think what happened to Truman is obvious. Oh, sorry. So I think what happened to Truman is obvious. You think? Now, everything at this point is what I've heard secondhand, not being there and all. Things were going well for America, and the Tims. By 2004, the war was finally coming to a close. That was close to being eliminated, all was well. Then came disaster. Oh no. An explosion happened at one of the US's military bases. Several were killed, others severely injured. Severely injured by an explosion? What springs to mind here? Ah, Warren. Warren told me he lost his leg during the war. Could that have been the cause? I couldn't tell you exactly how many were killed at the incident. Among the fatalities was Fergal Tim, their father. Oh no. That's why Vic became mayor directly after his grandfather. His father was already dead. Wait! What happened to Truman? What about Truman? Truman was also hit by the explosion. He's believed to have survived. However, there are two catches here. First of these is that his current whereabouts are unknown. Oops. He's missing. Ah. And secondly, he's suspected of causing the explosion. He's... what? I find it impossible to believe. He was loyal to his father, as was Vic. He surely wouldn't do something as stupid as that. On the other hand, he was no idiot either. The thought that he would cause that explosion by accident is unfathomable. Mayor, what the hell have you been keeping from us? I would have Truman through his involvement in the war, but this is... As you're no doubt aware, the US and its allies succeeded. The threat was removed, and the war had ended. By the time I'd returned to this very house, Melissa was gone. Only Vic remained. It was depressing, but I continued to serve. I refused to leave Mr. Tim's side, and will continue to serve him as I did Fergal all those years ago. Man. Respect. Respect. Why are you telling me this, though? Surely not just because I asked. Mr. Hakan, do you think I would sit at home while my master is on trial? Wait, you mean... I saw you in action yesterday. Needless to say, I was amazed. You saw through the remarkable obviousness of the prosecution's case. You fought past that filthy street pest's lies. The way you pointed your way through the corporate's deception and accused Bob Bildit. You are a truly brilliant man, and I feel the only way to solve the war explosion incident is to leave it to a critical thinker such as yourself. Oh boy. Really not that good. Silence. You will do it. You may not realize it, but I do. Not demanding anything, of course. And when that case is over, you may run off to the beach and never come back. I'll stop you. I won't call for you. I only ask, please. I may admittedly not be the most noble man at times. I do wish to see this case closed properly, better or worse. You may call your friend back. I see him slowly approaching behind the trees like a true ninja. On over, Storm, we're done. I leave this decision in your hands. Interesting. Hope you two had fun without me. Welcome back, friend. Seriously, what did you talk about? Nothing. I'll have to tell him, but I should probably honor the butler's conditions. Especially considering he's standing right next to me. Now, sirs, perhaps in any other way I may assist you? Not at the moment. Thanks for your time, butler. Means I guess I don't need that thing on my mind anymore. Well then. Oh, alright. Alright. Okay, one thing we can do. Show you the statue. For the wealthy gentleman in the country to be so aggressively robbed like this, I definitely didn't foresee it being this statue. Did you see who took those tools by any chance? If I did, I would have stopped them. I took part in various fighting clubs, you know. Whoa. Does it really matter that much? Very much. Mr. Tim values that statue very much, as well as that medal. Medal? I heard that statue was wearing one, come to think of it. That medal is very important to the mayor, but that's all I can say. It's imperative that we recover it soon. Oops. Oh, god damn it. Just insist with this? Yes, never mind, I don't... Okay, that wasn't helpful. Did anything change? Come to think of it, do you see anything odd in here? Hey look, there's footprints here! Wow, Argus, you better remember to wipe your shoes before going back inside. These aren't mine! Well, they're certainly not mine. My shoes are as clean as ever. It's probably because the ground is dry right now. I'm guessing these footprints were left at some point yesterday. Raining the night before, the ground is probably still a little muddy. So who left them then? I have no idea, but I know how I can find out. You're performing a footprint analysis with your naked eye. Not like I have anything else to work with. Tell me then, to whom do they belong? Warren Guest. I see. Wait, what? How could you be so sure after taking a brief glance? Look at the shape of the owner's right foot. Looks like it was left by a peg leg. Ah, I see. That old man had one of those, now that you mention it. Right, so these tracks must have been left by him. I'm gonna go ask him about this. Alright. That is what we're missing. I'd like to explain this, Warren. Was this another interrogation? What is it now? I found some tracks out in the garden. They clearly belong to you. Clearly, huh? I suppose I would have left some distinctive footprints, eh? So what were you doing out there? I can't do anything without getting the police on my back, eh? Let's just say I had a bit of an unfortunate accident last night. I noticed the fire was already up at the second floor. I tried getting downstairs, but oops. The wooden leg had caught fire. It was on fire? Yes, it was on fire. As soon as it happened, I hauled myself off to the garden. Still able to walk with the thing, but chances were good that it would have been weakened. I went over to one of the trees and cut off some of the wood. Now here I am, the makeshift replacement. Now that he mentions it, it does look a lot rougher than it did last night. Are you, sure that thing's safe? Please, I did the same after I lost my leg during the war. It'll last a few days, but I'll have to go get a proper replacement pretty soon. Only the police would let us leave, that is. Am I hearing this right? You didn't tell me you lost your leg? Please stay away. I don't need this break because of you. Alright. Well, that's that issue taken care of. Okay, we're not done. What do we need to do yet? Oh my god. What is this? What's that on the table? A table? Oh, I see what you're looking at. I am the table. This bottle, right? Oh, that little thing. Yeah, what is this? We're actually not sure. Found it on the floor when we came in. There's no label on it. We could run tests on it, but it seemed to be completely empty. That definitely isn't helping matters. Strange. I wonder what it could be. Alright. Maybe it contained a poison or a drug or some sort. Considering where it was found, I really hope that's not the case. Maybe it was for a seasoning then. Or was that your second thought? Okay, so is that it? Okay, finally. Okay, now what? Are you still not done? Oh, Detective Camille. What are you doing out here, Detective? Oh, you know. Thought I'd come out and get some fresh air. It's tough being stuck in a small room with a bunch of policemen, you know? I guess so. I'm mainly out here because the trial's starting in 15 minutes. You didn't forget, did you? I really lost track of the time. This is quite abrupt. Can we really end our investigation here? I think we found enough. If you say so. How are we going to get to the court on time, though? You can leave that to me. Get the car, I'll drive you two down. You would? Yeah, sure, it's no trouble at all. Much appreciated, Detective. Yeah, thanks for the lift. Courts really need to stop rushing investigations like this. Well, whatever. Doubt any more investigation would make what awaits any less hellish. Alright. I wonder if that's going to be our only investigation. This is going to go terribly. Time to... God, finally! I've been waiting here for ages. I thought you'd abandoned me. Oh, no, of course not. Never turn my back on a case. I'm glad you're here now. Be found guilty, will I? Why don't you ask yourself that? Are you guilty? No! The trial won't reach that conclusion. That's right. You have nothing to worry about. Just leave it all to Argus. What about you? Actually, I'm just going to watch from the galley. It's strange, but I'm feeling a bit tired right now. Jet lag? No, I don't think so. Whatever it is, do what you want. I can handle this on my own. If you say so. AKA I don't have a bench. I don't have a bench sprite. I don't have a defense bench sprite. Or a defense assistant bench sprite. Hello, everyone. Mr. Tim? I thought I'd come down and check up on you all. All ready for today, boy? And for the most part, I think so. Fine, those two. They don't sound overly positive. The idiots made us rush the investigation again, so... that's unfortunate. I'm sure you can handle it, though. Thanks, Mr. Mayor. Regardless, I feel I should stand at your side, just in case. Wait, really? I just want to be able to observe the progression of the trial, you see? Fair enough. You don't have to, but looks like the trial's starting. You really need to get some sleep. I mean, I'd much rather have Storm there than the mayor, but okay. That's extra backgrounds that need to get made for that to happen. So Storm's just gonna take a nap. Fair enough. The trial of Cook Sue will now commence. Both sides prepared. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Really not, don't get his hopes up too high. Has Argus Hakan lost his tongue? The mayor's peppers must be too spicy for him. My tongue's fine, thanks for the concern. I see your shades are fine too. Did you get a new pair just for this trial? Of course. It wouldn't be nearly as satisfying to beat you without them. He sure sounds confident today. She does, but the question is she ready? Prosecution is, of course, ready. Oh, there you go then. Well, we're screwed. Excellent, excellent. I must say, though, it's a surprise to see you again so soon, Prosecutor. Yes, hi. I thought I'd come back today to take care of unfinished business for the last trial. I don't hold grudges, don't worry. I just need to feel valid as a prosecutor guy not having a perfect loss streak against you. Wow, sorry for exposing the truth yesterday. Jeez. She's not taking her loss well, is she? It's pretty petty, but whatever, let her think what she wants. I'm personally wondering if she took this particular case because of you or because of me. Please, weren't you listening to her just now? She's salty that she lost to me, so she's here for a rematch. Even though she seemed to have taken the case the very night the fire occurred. I was there at the house myself, though. What's going on over there? Something you wish to say to the court? Oh, forgive me for having a talk with my co-counsel. I'll forgive you, though I can't speak for the court. I'm sure they're all anxiously awaiting my opening statement. Yeah, I'd say I'm one of those people. I, however, am. I'm slightly more up-to-date on this crime than the last, but I'm still missing some details. Let's have the trial tomorrow! So if we could move swiftly along, it would be appreciated. I'll keep you in suspense no longer. The crime occurred only late last night at the mayor's house. The mayor had invited guests around for dinner in celebration of his acquittal earlier in the day. An acquittal? You mean to say the mayor was on trial? Yes, Judge, the very same one you presided over. Slight inaccuracy, I'd like to point out. I wasn't originally supposed to celebrate that trial. But carry on. Guests waited in the lounge before soon being called into the dining room. There, they waited for their food to arrive, but it never did. What did come through was a fire caused by an arsonist among them. Guests fled the house and called emergency services. Yes, I understand all that. But who were the other suspects? First were the 3 guests who had been invited to the house that night. Their names are Honor Guest, Warren Guest, and, apparently, Argus Hakan. Mr. Hakan? You were invited to dine at the mayor's house? I did defend him, so... What about me? I declared his innocence. I'll remember to invite you next time, Your Honor. Right. Anyway, the next suspect would be the victim himself, I suppose, Mayor Victim. He had been seated with the other guests in the dining room at the time the fire started. Next to the butler, who requests to remain unnamed, oddly. He admittedly does not have the alibi the other guests have, but we will get to him soon. Finally, we have Cook Sue, the defendant. Naturally, she works in the kitchen, which also happens to be where the fire was started. It's also worth noting the fact that the kitchen door requires a keycard to open, one only the defendant and the victim possess. Before the defendant raises an objection, yes, they both had their keycards at the time. Yeah, don't worry, I already know. Very interesting. Well, I can't say this is the strongest case I've presided over so far. But of course! Why, we're barely even talking about the crime scene itself. You mean the house? Much more specific, I mean the kitchen. Ah, that's where the fire was supposedly started, right? Oh, how you speak out of turn. Exactly. Let us sit here and talk some more. Why don't we give that honor to the detective? I'm sure he's been waiting eagerly for this moment. Very well, you may call him in. Come on in, Camille. Hi everyone. I say, Detective, are you alright? Yeah, just kinda tired is all. Same. Kinda tired? You nearly killed us when we were driving over here. Prosecutor's been working us pretty hard all night, and they haven't gotten much sleep. Get some sleep on the couch later. For now, though, pull yourself together. I need to report on the crime scene. Right, sorry. I'm awake now. Just give me a second to come up with one. Maybe I shouldn't overwork my subordinates so much. Yeah! Alright, I'm ready. Here we go. Why the house started burning. As the prosecutor said, we're pretty sure the fire started in the kitchen. The place was covered in gasoline, and it suffered more damage than any other room in the house. The door requires a card key to open, which was given only to the defendant, Cook Sue. Because of this, only Miss Sue could have entered the kitchen. We found a couple of other things there, but that's pretty much our reasoning. So we're gonna have to go after the window. Guessing. Ah yes, the card key. This has been brought up already. Thinking about it, it does seem like only the defendant could have done it. What about the fingerprints? Fingerprints? On the gas can? Whatever was used to contain the gasoline, yes. Fortunately, we didn't lift a single print from the thing. Which makes perfect sense. The kitchen would give the culprit easy access to gloves, so why wouldn't she wear them? Even if she couldn't wear gloves, you could just as easily wipe them off with a cloth. I don't see this as the slightest hindrance. Yes, you're right. What say you, Mr. Hakan? What do you think, Judge? I want to cross-examine this thing. Then so you shall. So it shall be. So it shall be. Next time.